Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. All day.
On the read option, it's Mariota. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, let's get this. Where are they, team? Slow. No. All right, 64, weak.
Mariota gives to Henry. And right away, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you saw more.
Try to force it to his tight end, Walker, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 yards on the carry there. A good run. And now 2nd and goal. Second and goal from the 1.
We got it. Tight dog. Two. Black.
Cousins to throw it. Open man is Treadwell, and he's got it for the Minnesota touchdown. Laquan Treadwell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Three.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
61. Matchbox, light. Right there.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Mariota on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead.
H3, 218, chopper, chopper.
Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, let's get him home. Motion, motion, motion.
From the gun, Mariota. And that is incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the 1st quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Let's get it.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they got out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Cousins now. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Here we go. Bring the energy. Slay.
A toss to Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. From the gun, here's Cousins. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check it out, switch. Check three. Shit.
Now Mariota. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
First down, Tennessee.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Kill.
Mariota hands to Henry. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
54 Mike. It's our time.
Mariota now from the 50. Sets up the screen to Lewis. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. Throwing is Mariota. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lewis. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Mariota to sneak it. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Lewis here on 1st down. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
32-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. So we got to step it up. Wide. Get wide. Mike 54. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. 80 weapon. Chuck.
Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. Incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Working out of the gun, Mariota uncorks one for... Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check 3. Check 13. Check 31. T-Con, 132 fighting.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He's got it. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Marcus Mariota with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point try now for Crosby. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around? He's got him in, complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 40 yards. On play action, Cousins. And this is caught at the end. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. GoHard Madden, the D tackle, getting the sack.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Mariota. Throw left side complete. That's Lewis. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the second time. That's taken on the 25. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out, Chip.
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And Bailey able to knock it through. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
SOS.
From the 25 on second down, Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
On third down, Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
He's crashing. He's chucking 50. Shoot. Hey, receiver.
Cousins on first down. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
To throw again on second down. Cousins. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jeffrey Simmons just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Third and long for Cousins. Lets it fly for Treadwell. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Off the play fake, Mariota. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone and throw into the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Right there. Right there. 54 miles. Check back.
To throw Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want it.
Oh, and this ball's tipped. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. Touchdown, Titans. Taywan Taylor, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now Crosby for the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Next the score, Titans 28, Vikings 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Cook on the toss left. Oh, fighting off the defender. call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Out, 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 out. One. Mike 54. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Switch.
Following the interception here, Mariota. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Mariota. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Mariota to throw it to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Gun. 53 at the mic. 300. 53 at the mic.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Jeffrey Simmons picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Check 3. First. He's coming. We got
They go play action. Cousins flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there. Cousins to Thielen. 56 yards. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Cousins now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll run with Cook. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. And the ball situated at the 9. Second and goal. They try again with Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal.
Mike, here we go, D. Here I come. Check 43. Hey, Fresno.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Check 26, check 27, 48. Wide.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Oh, here we go. Watch the safety creep. One.
Again, it's Henry. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10.
Mike 55. Hey, eat. I got you.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. Off the play fake, Cousins. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Lets it fly for Thielen. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are back within a single score. Bailey got the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll stay with Lewis here on first down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check 99. Check 99. One.
From the gun, Mariota. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch it. One. Right there. 54. Right there. 54's Mike.
Now Mariota. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Play action now. Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, here's Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Throwing here, Mariota. And right side, Henry's got it. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check, check. Lucky. 66. Bullet high. 54 Mike. He can't hang.
They'll try the right side with Henry. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Henry relishing the chance to be the Titans' lead dog. He's in the backfield again on 1st and 10. Here's Mariota, option left. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A handoff out of the pistol. It's Drake. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly. Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for first.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So for Tennessee, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.